Off field, I'm going to roll out. I'm going to add 10 degrees of flaps. Keep the nose wheel about an inch above the runway.
As you come around the corner, full power. And check the tack. You want a mid-green and oil pressure and temperature good?
Temperature has not come up yet. Okay, we're about an inch above.
Lower the nose as you lift off. Lower the nose more, stay in the ground effect.
Oh, I thought that was for short field.
No, in the soft field you're taking off in the ground effect too, right? Climb out at 60, wait till you're well above the trees. Positive rate of climb before you raise the flaps.
Okay. I'm going to climb out at VY.
Now with this soft field takeoff, you have flaps down, 10 degrees, full power, nose just off the runway, and it's going to lift off almost immediately at the bottom of the white arc. So you have to lower the nose as the airplane lifts off and level out just above the ground in the ground effect. Accelerate into the green at 60 before you climb.
Okay. I didn't know we did the ground effect on the stop field. I thought it was only short field.
Yep, both soft field and short field, no obstacle.
Okay.
All right, let's depart the airport and do some stalls, steep turns, and slow flare. Let's do some departure stalls as we climb out here. Just raise the nose, slow it down to the bottom of the green arc.
Yeah.
With the examiner, you'd be entering this from cruise flight, so you'd have to slow to 70 first, but we're already at 70, so just raise the nose until you get to the bottom of the green, and then further till you get to the stall. We'll do it straight ahead.
Oh, straight ahead? I was going to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep, let's go. Stop it right here. Wait for the airspeed. Then raise
60.
nose right back up to 60.
So I'm doing steep turns to the right.
Okay.
We've already done clear turns.
You're going to roll out right on this cloud on 120.
Okay.
Go right to 30.
Here's 30.
Now go right to 45. Bring the nose up. Check where the nose is against the background. Hold it right there. Cross-check the vertical speed, back outside, vertical speed, back outside, back and forth. Looking good. Hold the nose real steady. As soon as it drops a little bit, bring the nose out quickly. And shallow the bank slightly. You know the bank will want to increase. And remember to push forward a little bit as the wings level with a regain of lift. Okay, let's go left. As you roll in, watch the vertical speed, 30 degrees, right to 45, and raise the nose 2 inches as you increase the bank. Hold the nose right, hold the bank right there. Check here, lower the nose just a tiny bit. That's probably too much. Bring the nose right back up.
I need to descend a little bit anyway. Go.
Now watch the nose, hold it right here. Cross-check the vertical speed, back out to the nose, back and forth. Examiner will want to see that your eyes are outside most of the time. Roll out 20 degrees ahead, lead the rollout.
Well.
And lower the nose as you level the wings. Otherwise you'll gain altitude. All right, let's do some slow flight. We've just done our clearing turns.
RP, power back to 1500, don't lose or gain altitude.
And let's turn over in this direction as we do our slow flight. So try to hold this altitude, 6200, as you're slowing down. You're slowing to the bottom of the green arc with flaps up. Power's at 1500, and carburetor heat on. Raising the nose gradually, just fast enough, cross-checking the vertical speed so you don't gain or lose altitude as you slow to the bottom of the green. When you get to the bottom of the green, which is about 50, then bring the power up back up to 18. 100 RPM.
Trimmed out.
And then hold that airspeed with pitch and use power to control your vertical speed. Power right up to 1800 now. Keep the airspeed right at 50. Keep the vertical speed at 0. Control the airspeed with pitch.
First notch.
Lower the nose just enough to keep the speed at 50. Notice that airspeed will want to slow down if you don't lower the nose when you lower the flaps. Lower the nose more. Have to keep the airspeed in the green until we get the full flaps down. Press check the vertical speed. Bring up the power a little bit more. Don't let the altitude get away from you. All the way down. And 2100 RPM. You're there. Maybe 22. You'll see. Let the airspeed go to 40 or the stall warning horn. And then slow more. There's the stall warning horn. Keep us right at that airspeed. Now you're controlling the airspeed with pitch and vertical speed with power. Let's make a right turn over in this direction, away from this cloud. Be sure that the bank isn't any more than 2 or 3 degrees of bank. As you know, stalling speed increases as bank increases. Okay, let's fly straight ahead and transition back to cruise. So, full power.
Oh, yeah.
Raise 1 notch, lower the nose just a little bit so you don't gain altitude. Then commit to holding 6,100 feet. It'll take about a minute for the airplane to stabilize. You're adjusting pitch, power, and trim for level flight, cross-checking the vertical speed. Let's start a right turn now. I'll simulate this by transitioning to far off glide. Turn toward that field. That's the one you've chosen. I'm lowering the nose to pick up a speed of 100 to blow out the flames. In a real situation,
I would pull the mixture, increase the throttle.
Turn off the fuel.
Oh yeah, turn off fuel, pull mixture, increase throttle, leave the key on to burn residual.
Right.
Doesn't matter, but I'm probably going to land this way because there's a house there.
Well, you have to decide. So if you want to land this way, it's easy. You're just going to cross this way, right?
Wait,
but you'd like to cross over at 3,500 feet, 500 above pattern altitude. So let's make a right 360 right here, and slow it down to the best glide speed of 65 because the flames are out. Now you're 4,500. You only have another 100 to 1,000 to lose. Hold the nose up and slow it to 65. Start trimming. Look around the corner for the field. You have 1,000 feet to lose. And right for the middle of the field. Alternatively, what we could have done is lower the nose more and dump the altitude.
If the flames weren't out, that would have been a good idea.
Well, even if they are out, you have that. You can always dump altitude by lowering the nose more. No
flaps at all?
Not yet. You have to cross the field, make left turn, set up. When you're on base, that's the time to think about flaps.
Well, I'm pretty high though.
Look down and judge how far you are away.
Well,
and try to cross.
This is good.
You want to cross at 500 above normal pattern altitude, 3,500. So if you think you're going to be too high, just lower the nose and lose some altitude. But ideally, you want to be right over the field at 3,500 at best glide speed. And if you do it that way every time, then each emergency will look the same and it'll be easier for you. So here we are, right over the field, 3,500. So we're doing well. Make left turns because it's easier for you to see the field.
Okay. And extend a little.
And fly just like you would at the airport. We've done emergencies at the airport many times. Power off landings, set it up the same way. You have to be able to convince yourself and the examiner that you could actually put it down on that field in the case of an emergency. And you can go down as low but not lower than 500 AGL. Just 2650 on the altimeter.
I have no power.
You have no power. You have flaps and no power. We've done this at the airport many, many times. If you find that you're a little high, you can widen out a little bit to the right, come back in. Okay, I'm convinced. Let's go around.
How was that?
0, 2,700. Scattered. Ceiling 3,500. Broken 4,400. Overcast. Temperature -2 Celsius. Dew point -7. Altimeter 2,9er. 8,9er.
Listen to the winds one more time.
Sandpoint Airport. Automated weather observation 2138 Zulu. Weather, wind, calm, visibility 10.
Wind is calm. We're going to land 19.
And this radio is pretty weak. If you're further away, just listen to it on the number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Maybe more than 10 miles.
what runway would you like to use?
Well, we're on this side of 19, so we might as well use a straight into 19, or enter a base 19. Straight in would be the...
You can make a straight in, or you can do the upwind entry for 19. Can you visualize what that would look like?
Yeah.
Go upwind, just like a close in for runway 1, turn over the top.
Crosswind. Oh, right. Upwind, turn over the top, downwind, base 5.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Want to do the upwind?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say Sandpoint area traffic, Cessna 3082 Echo, inbound runway 19. That's it? Or am I going to say...
Who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Sandpoint traffic 3082 Echo 5 north inbound for runway 19.
Okay. Sandpoint area traffic, Cessna 3...
Like to use?
Well, we're on this side of 19, so we might as well use a straight into 19, or enter a base 19. Straight in would be the...
You can make a straight in, or you can do the upwind entry for 19. Can you visualize what that would look like?
Yeah.
Go upwind, just like a close in for runway 1, turn over the top.
Crosswind. Oh, right. Upwind, turn over the top, downwind, base 5.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Want to do the upwind?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say Sandpoint area traffic, Cessna 3082 Echo, inbound runway 19. That's it? Or am I going to say...
Who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Sandpoint traffic 3082 Echo 5 north inbound for runway 19.
Okay. Sandpoint area traffic, Cessna 3082 Echo 5 north inbound for runway 1.
Report.
Okay, I'm going to start losing some altitude. We want to cross over at 3,500.
No, actually, you want to enter the upwind at pattern altitude.
But I thought you wanted to cross over higher.
That's a different pattern entry where you cross over the top, go beyond the downwind and circle.
Okay.
That's a different pattern entry. On the upwind, your pattern altitude, cross over the top right into the downwind.